The Legacy Blade Blaster is a much better improvement over the original 1992-93 release. Just like the Legacy Dragon Dagger and the Saba Talking Sword, the Blade Blaster is a 1-to-1 scale towards the show's prop. Some details on the Legacy Blaster are even better than the show's, like the side chrome claws are more sleeker looking. The gun has a few die-cast parts, the main front barrel and the 2 teeth pieces that lock into place at the back. But this causes some weight issues in gun mode. The front is more heavier than the back and stops the gun from having a light at the front to simulate the laser. All the details from the blaster on the show are here. The correct white barrel color and blue strip is finally available to US fans. All the edges have black outlines giving a complete look to the gun. And the Power Rangers font is using the proper Jew Ranger style rather than the original generic font on the 93 US toy. It doesn't use a 9-volt battery anymore like the original one on the bottom, but the Legacy Blaster runs on 3 button cell batteries. More annoying to deal with, in my opinion, they're hidden under the black grip on the side. The Blade Blaster can be converted into 3 modes. The first one is holster mode. This is mainly used when it's stored in the Ranger suit and for the Tower Formation / Babel Attack group finisher. This mode lacks unique sound effects though, so you won't have the finisher sound going off when you hit the trigger. The second mode is the sword mode. You push the hidden underside switch towards the nose of the gun. This releases the blade really fast. The spring is pretty strong too. It can fully extend the blade facing up or down if you want. In the original US release, the blade was a very small, simple gray rubber thing. In Japan, it was red. Both versions had no detail. This is my personal favorite mode because of the detail that went into the blade. Now the blade is solid plastic with a very small rubber tip, which is still pretty stiff, so you can poke someone's eye out if you aren't careful. The sides have the 2 red painted parts and the 3 inner black lines. The only drawback is that there's no accelerometer in the gun, so we can't trigger the impact noises on actual hits. It does have special sounds for sword mode. Just hit the power switch on the back. About 4 random slash sounds. Just press the main fire trigger and they'll randomly go off. It also has the lock-in sound effect for the blade. The last mode is gun mode. You push the hidden red button above the trigger and click the handle down in place, then push the top dino head in. Now some people remember in the show they spun the head of the gun around. That was sleight of hand, so you can easily replicate the spin yourself by lowering the gun handle backwards, spin the whole thing in your hand, and then push the top in. The sound effects are a laser blast and a delayed explosion. Firing the gun faster will trigger the sounds multiple times, but if you fire it too fast, it won't be able to keep up. This mode doesn't have a laser cutting sound, but when you hold the trigger down for 4 seconds, this can be done in any of the 3 modes. The MMPR theme song will play. You can interrupt it at any time. I personally don't like the MMPR theme song being in the weapons. The Legacy Morphers make sense, they don't do much, but not here. It robs us of the cutting sound. Also, make sure you always retract the top dino head first before going back into sword mode. You can't put it together if the handle is up first. You can also have the blade out in gun mode if you want, just leave it out before you lower the handle. If you're a person who collects and wants high quality, I highly suggest the Blade Blaster. It's a nice piece to have from MMPR. I always liked the Blade Blaster than most of other seasoned sidearms. It was simple, it has a dinosaur design, and it could do multiple things. Hopefully Bandai makes a Legacy Thunderslinger to go along with the Blade Blaster. The US never got the toy, and it would have been a nice addition to the piece. Except for lacking some sound effects and being front heavy, the Legacy Blade Blaster is perfect. The only drawback is that it doesn't come with a display stand. It does stand up on its own in any of the 3 modes, but it would have been nice to have it displayed level. Now the box continues the throwback to the original MMPR design. This packaging is much better than the Dragon Dagger and Saber Sword. Bandai molded the back part in plastic this time, so the gun easily sits protected on both sides, while they annoyingly use bags with the other 2 Legacy weapons. The box also has a lot of extra space, which could accommodate a Legacy Power Morpher on the bottom, as a bundled set, just like Bandai did in 1993. Just don't call it the Power Gun Sword ever again, Bandai. Rate, comment, and subscribe for more review episodes in the future. But this causes some weight issues in gun mode. The front is more heavier than the back, and but this causes some weight issues in the... All the details from the blaster on the show are here. It doesn't use a 9-volt battery anymore like the original one on the bottom. But the Legacy Blaster runs on 3 button cell batteries. More annoying with... The last mode is gun mode. You push the hidden red button above the trigger and click the handle... Now some people remember in the show that they spun the header... I personally don't like the MMPR. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't want that to go off.